Hello and welcome to the Herd Summer Racing League. We're here to watch we'll start with the D's. And we have Steve Wilder, B. Neal, and M. Atchinger from Z Sonar, a C. Bertrand from Quebec, and a Bruni, perhaps. It's hard to tell exactly what we're looking at here because things are a little odd at the moment. So just bear with me as we get everything started. I hope to be joined by Brent here for commentary shortly, but right now we can't hear him, so we'll move on from that. Okay, it is entirely possible that you can hear Brent and I can't. Let's just see. So, this course is Three Little Sisters, so it is a little bit similar to the Three Sisters we did last week. Last week we didn't have it broadcast, but we're heading, we're basically the first scored segment starts about 900 meters into the race on the Zwift Forward KOM, and so I think the D's, it looks like, are just about to hit that, and yeah, off we go. Okay, they're into the climb. Looks like Bertrand hit the start pretty hard. Bruni is quite a bit behind. We'll see how hard he hits the climb when he hits it. Steve is coming on strong and trying to reel in Atchinger, who's climbing at a brisk 3.0. So Steve about the same, from about 2.8 to 3.5. So it does look like D is the smallest group we've got for tonight. The C's should kick off in a little over a minute, and looks like about 20 in the C's so far. Okay, so it does look like Atchinger has pulled out a sizable lead. He's 21 seconds on Steve right now. Steve's put 6 seconds into Bertrand right now, and they've got quite a large gap on Bruni. So we are about to see the C's kick off as we go here. And we have, as I find, oh, that didn't work. So as I try to find the rider I want to follow here. Nope.
Does this work better now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Hi, Brent.
Hello. I don't know what's wrong with my headset. It's making me grumpy, but anyway, I'm here.
Excellent. Good to hear. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, where are we? We have...
C's are just still on the flats, and our D's are through the climb. Oh,
Yep,
not quite yet.
No, the D's are... So, Steve Wilder, who we've got on showing on the D's right now, used to race for the herd. So, he just crossed the line in a time of 3:33. Good for second. So, right now we've got Nate Holm. We're watching... in the C's. It looks like he's all set to tailgun this climb.
Oh boy, mate. You know how it's done.
He does know how it's done. Although it looks like he's got some competition here. With, oh yeah, Andrews from Snow, who I raced recently in the B's in Bullseye.
Thanks.
And Nate is hitting this hard. Very hard. I don't know if I'd be trying to get on the... Holy cow. So, Leduc from KBR is taking off at... so he took off at 5. He's holding above 5. So, yep, that's interesting. It looks like Dennis Wade is trying to chase. And Nate's sitting on Dennis's wheel. This C climb is pretty intense. Might be trying to get on the... Holy cow.
Oh,
So the Duke from KBR is taking off at... so he took off at 5. Oh, Brent, can you mute your YouTube? So
how that came back to life.
I think we're hearing some loop here.
Jeez. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. So Leduc has been caught. Dennis Wade has gone over the top. Nate is still chasing him. Leduc is right behind them, along with Andrews and Kane. This is quite the group of C's. I think we've seen these guys take each other on in the in ZRL before.
For sure. I mean, you can really smash this one. You do have a lot of recovery between this climb and the next climb for points at Titans Grove. So. Oh,
absolutely, but even so, these guys are really, really hammering this. I really want to see what these times end up as.
Dude. Go get it, guys. Go get it.
So, okay, 2:12 for Andrews, 2:17 for Dennis. Nate's at 2:18, 2:19. Actually, these weren't as fast as I was expecting, to be actually completely honest. No, 2:12 is a great time, but I actually thought as hard as those guys were going, they might be a little faster. But I guess they did start off a little more reasonable. So we are 15 seconds to the C start. or sorry,
B start.
the B start, and let's see what we've got here. I did notice that we had Ryan Akiyama in the group for the first time in a long time.
So I'm currently handling.
Oh, Ryan's back.
Ryan is back.
Awesome.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Welcome back, Ryan. Yeah, I'm currently driving, so I don't have eyes on anybody, but I'm glad to follow along with you and see how things are going. That is a great time from the C group, and it is fun when you get the same each other across HSRL, HSRL, various races. It's fun to be fighting the same guys and having the same rivalries week in and week out. So that's awesome.
Oh, definitely, and yeah, I have some dirt guys I love to race against, and yeah, I think we've all got those couple of guys that we keep running into that are fun to match up with.
Absolutely.
So Ryan is doing classic Ryan, so he is leading the group into the KOM.
It's a bold strategy, Cod. Let's see how it works out.
So with Nate, it looks like there's a group of 6 or 7 in the C's that are together, and they've already got a 12-second lead on. So I see Alan Cheval and a number of others in the second group of C's. So yeah, these guys have this lead group is already separated out on the first segment, and off they go.
Out of fairness to Ryan, he was not right on the KOM line.
He was not the first one across?
There was about 3 or 4 of them. They were all about this.
Okay. Alan Bray is really hitting this hard.
Yeah, who's out front there?
Ryan's chasing him down.
That first climbing part.
Hi, Nate. We've got a man on the course tonight.
So like,
Love it. How was that first KOM? How did that feel?
good apart from the guy in the pink going around that first corner about 100 miles an hour.
Well, it's pink, right? It's going to be faster. So
That was fine.
sense.
It was good. Yeah.
Great time on that.
I can't really
And
remember.
then what are your strategies now? You've got like 10K until the start of the next KOM line.
Nice.
Are you're sitting in, you're staying out of the wind, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just get my legs warmed up. I mean, I hate starting with Hilly KOM. It's such a brutal climb to start within the first K.
Yeah, it just punches you right in the teeth, right out of the car path.
Yep.
You don't like to start all your races with a 2-minute all-out,
I love it. I hate it.
Ryan's just coming through the line now. There's a lot of...
So 204 for Ryan. That's a solid time. That 154, 155, 155. Alan Bray at 2019. That's a super great time. Eric Sedgwick 2035. There's some really good times in the Bs here.
That's quick.
Let's see if they regroup here. Ryan's his power.
So I think I'm going to call an audible here, where we've only only got 4 riders in the D's and no herd riders and nobody riding together. I think we're going to switch and watch the A's.
Yes, I think.
We got Alan just joining back on, so we got a nice little group.
Okay, so we've got...
Looks like the B's are all going to come back together, which isn't that surprising. It's pretty hard to stay motivated to stay away for 10 kilometers to the next climb.
Yeah, that was my experience in race 1 too. Yeah, everything came more or less back together. You can, if it's a smaller chase group, you can kind of ramp up the effort in the front and make them hit the second KOM with a little bit more wear and tear in the legs, if that makes sense. Make the chase a little bit harder. But you do want a bigger group as you hit the KOM.
Okay, so I've picked up Stuart Lynn from the herd in the A's, so they're off, and we've got so Moreo, who's also raced for the herd but isn't wearing herd kit tonight, is also in the A group. So I think this looks like it should be a pretty interesting group, and we'll see how it goes. They're just winding up to hit the KOM now.
Yeah, so I can tell you in race 1, the winning times are in the 142, 143 type range.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I believe I'm probably not going to get the times because my camera account is sitting in the D pen, not the A pen. So
I can give them to you. I think I'm getting the display on mine, so I was in the 8th pen.
perfect. And Stuart leads the group across the line. I think he just wants to still be in the group at the top.
Let's see. I'm seeing Stuart on an aero rig here.
He is in a full aero rig. I didn't post the Tron in time for him to have listened to it, I don't think. Or he listened to it as soon as I posted it, if he did. But yeah, I'm not sure he's wrong, but it's going to be interesting on this first KOM.
Yeah, this is the only one where you might take a penalty for not being on Tron. I think the other ones, it's a wash between the weight and the aero.
Yep.
But he's in the main group. I mean, there's one rider a little off the front, and they're trailing a couple behind. But he looks like he's doing a good job staying in this main group so far. If on the towards the back of it.
Yeah, the DAs are going to be fast up, strong up this. So to hold the group is the perfectly valid strategy on this first KOM. I know it was basically mine.
Yeah.
Hold on, at the end.
So just switching to the C's, has been one rider off the front of the C's, and the man in pink, as Nate called them, I think it was KCR or KBR, anyway, rider. He's attempted to bridge, and that lead group of C's is blowing all the way up. This is, I mean, it's only a group of 9. It's going to be pretty tough. It's already fragmented. We'll see if they're going to be able to bridge back up. I expect they will. It's Nate and Dennis with 2 others. I think they're going to be able to. Yeah, they've hooked back on.
Yeah, there's actually 2 out front. There's a guy doing 3.7 and the guy doing 4.4 right now out front. So
yeah, possibly not legitimate C riders. So we'll see how that works out. But
yeah. Yeah, that guy just bridged 15 second gap, doing like 4.4.
Well, I mean, Yeah. Fair.
I mean, we're going slow, so I get it, but it was a big boost.
Yeah.
Stewart has finished the climb. He was 9th across in 2:08. The leaders were 149.
Whew. So Stewart right now has 14 seconds to that lead group, and he's got 6 seconds to one rider behind him. This is potential to be bad for Stewart.
Yeah, it might make for a tough race. And
He's pushing hard through across the flatter part of the downhill here. But yeah, they're still pulling away. So that's the power of the downhill group.
yeah, he might have a crash. He might have a little more chance on the flats, but that group it's gonna be tough.
Well, it's 8 guys. It's really tough to catch up to 8 guys solo.
Yep. And the other thing, of course, on this track is I'm reasonably confident none of the A's caught the Bs, or at least not the lead group of Bs. A pack of Bs in our earlier race. So I don't even know if these guys are going to be catching the Bs.
Probably not. That's a big group of Bs.
So not like he's going to be getting any help later on. That's a tough spot.
Yeah, so it does look like Nate's lead group or lead-ish group of C's has another group approaching from behind, and yeah, it looks like that catch is probably going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen now. They're only 6 seconds back, and a couple of those guys are. It looks like they're sharing poles pretty good.
B's, it looks like a lead group of 12. Allen and Bray and Guy DeBell are about 20 seconds back, so if they could get motivated, they might be able to catch all of them. They'll have to push, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean, if 3 guys all decide to work together, it's possible. Especially, I mean, this group doesn't look super motivated on the flat, and with the scoring format, you shouldn't be. But
Of all the climbs are draftable here, so there's no help for
no,
trying to
not
catch
really.
up.
I mean, Stewart is pushing really hard, but he's not making up any time. Oh, that's rough. This is gonna be a tough race for Stewart.
Alan would like us to know he's not motivated to try and catch.
I saw that.
So, guess maybe there won't be a catch. Maybe if guys listening, I know sometimes a guy listens to the broadcast too, but he'll know that he's not getting any help from Alan this go around. Nice. I see someone throwing the Felt AR with. My bike's a Felt, so every time I see someone with a Felt, I just go get a bone.
Good stuff.
That's my default when I'm not on the Tron too. Especially now with the new update, I think all the fastest ones are about the same on the flats. I mean, the climbers are a little different.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I usually use the Van Just Works just because that's what I'm used to using, but no, I think you're right.
Yeah, Titans Grove starts around the 10-kilometer mark. They must be a season to it.
Yep, so the C's, I don't think they're on the segment yet, but they are they are into the oh, or are they? I could be entirely wrong.
No, you're right. They're not quite into the climb yet.
No.
just in the forest.
Yeah.
And the bees are just coming up out of the tunnels here.
Yeah. So I wager the bees are going to catch the C's, even this lead group of C's, which is a pretty high quality group, not counting those two guys out the front that seem to be holding a consistent 4 or 5.
So Ryan has attacked out of the tunnel.
That sounds like Ryan.
Yeah. And he's put 4 seconds into the group, which I guess if you can catch the C's by yourself here on the climb, you might be able to get a little help.
I can't see it.
Feels a little unlikely to me too, but see how it goes. He's still putting time into the group, back to 5 something.
And I mean, honestly, he's not working that hard.
No,
if he can keep putting time in at this power, then go for it.
Dude, that's totally fair. Although I mean, the problem is that the Titans Grove climb is very draftable. And so once he gets to the climb, I mean, you might find that this group starts picking up a little pace on him.
I think that's pretty likely.
That being said, if you were worried about being dropped and you wanted to make sure you got through in the front group, giving yourself a little buffer here might be able. I don't know if that's the most efficient use of energy. I don't know if you're going to get the Chris Greenland 2.9 of this kind of effort. These are probably on the climb.
Sorry, I just lost. I just shut off my audio for a second there as I was, by accident, as I was checking out something else. So, I am back.
Considering it took me, 6 minutes to get my. Well, I still never got my headset to work. I'm on the laptop mic if it sounds like crap to me. So, unfortunately, I don't know what the hell's wrong with that.
We're just about to hit the call marker now.
Yeah, good job on the tail gunning there, Nate.
Yeah, just nice and easy. Anyway, I'll speak to you after the climb.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'll be kind of curious to see. Like I said, in the A race today, the Titans Grove KOM was not super murderous until we got to the last hairpin, and then it was a sprint. So,
I don't know. I know if I'm racing this, I'm hitting it hard, but I also don't want to be the guy in the front pulling everybody else because it is so draftable. So I can see how it could slow down.
Yeah, I was 13 seconds off my PB even on that thing.
Yeah.
No,
55.
So it was, and if I remember correctly, that 359, that's a herd winter racing, and that was me trying to catch the back of Mark John and Group A off the top.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe the difference is there was no second time there, but I can't remember what the course was, but it was, that was the key time in the race. So if you weren't on the group,
I think that was Sand and Sequoias, wasn't it?
I know it was the only climb in the whole race.
Yeah.
If you notice, that was the selection.
So this is interesting. So we've got Steve McBride in here. We've got Alan Shovel in here. Dennis Wade, Nate. Yeah, we've got some very strong herd riders in here. I have seen Leduc, the man in pink that Nate's spoken of, attack once so far, but was brought back. This is starting to look a little bit like you described, where they're watching each other a little bit. I wonder if it's possible they'll end up with riders behind taking KOM points if they don't speed up a little here.
Risk. Always a risk.
I mean, in all likelihood, the winner of the race comes from this group just on finish points and points from the first KOM. But yeah, no, this is could be interesting. And Nate is gone to the front, but I mean, he's not pushing that hard.
I'm just going to say over in the B's that Ryan was coming out. And they are just going through the KOM. Right? Yeah.
Yep, there they are, right through the KOM marker right now. And yeah, it looks like Ryan's hitting it hard right off the gate. So he's not gonna wait around and sit in the draft. I think he'll get a response by doing that.
Yeah, it's not quite stringing out like you'd see if they were really pushing it either.
No. So interesting play to hit a feather power up right now. Nate does as well. It's interesting call. I think if you think he's going to make a break, might be worth it. He's got a little. The two of them have a little bit of a gap. Still a ways to try and go, though.
Yeah, although I will say, like, there's no, like, the top is kind of flat, so.
Yep.
Waiting till the end on this one. I know I used my draft power up, but I think that helped me get closer to the front.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it looks like the bees are still in a big group sitting there.
Yeah, pretty much all together. Still that top 12.
Yeah, Stuart Lynn has got 30 seconds in front of him and 14 behind. He's going through Titans Grove towards the KOM. Nate's still sitting on the front of that group up the hill here as they take the... Oh, and the sprint starts. This is going to be interesting. It's like Andrews, Wade, Nate, Kane, Leduc. I don't know what happened there. It looked like Andrews and Wade. Leduc might have gotten Nate at the line for the third. No, it looks like Nate got him by 0.1. So Andrews, Wade, Holm, Leduc, Chevel, Kane. Yeah, interesting climb.
I will say that if Alan and Guy, they might get cut up by the A's here, and if they can time it so they're not cut up on the climb, they might get a pull back a lot closer and a little help on Volcano.
Yeah, and that is a very much a factor in HSRL race where the D start first and go CBA, so that with the fastest groups coming through, if you can hook onto the faster pack coming through, you can very much make up time that you've lost. I've definitely played that on deliberately in the past.
Oh yeah, it's totally a legit strategy in this race, type of racing. Little, I mean, of course, like this is a bit tough to pull off because you for sure give up finish points, but we're relatively certain. I don't know; those A's are moving.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I think the problem is it's too flat down, and they're not motivated. So down at the bottom, there won't be anything to do. Here comes the bees through the finish. So yeah, they're in that flat, sprinty part. Looks like Ryan's going to be at the back of this group. He's going to definitely want to
push right now to get back on. It looks like he's popped a bit.
Didn't give him time.
I mean, pretty good time at not a bad time at 4:35. 7 seconds back from the leader, but
that was a mild climb.
Yeah, it was interesting. You got Leduc by 0.1, eh?
Yeah, I'll take that.
They have to do it.
I had field day at school yesterday, so I did 34,000 steps, so that's still on my list.
Excellent.
But it's good. So maybe 70 to 80%, right? Maybe like 1, 2, 3, and there's like 6 of us in this little group.
Yep. Yeah, you've got 6. Looks like a group of 2 behind, and you've got the 2 out front that I have my doubts will factor into the results.
Yeah, and again, we beat them up on the KOM, so
yeah.
I think we beat them pretty comfortably the first climb as well because they came past us. I think this is a bit of Zwift trivia here. I think this is the only official route that comes up that hill before going into Titans Grove. I could be wrong.
I don't think so. I think there's another couple now, but there's at least one. Because I think Downtown Titans does the same, I believe.
It does now? Okay. So yeah, that's a new one as well, but yeah. But I think this was the first route that actually officially used that piece of road, which was weird.
Yeah.
And this was a recent update.
I guess going in the uphill direction, there like TikTok goes the other direction.
TikTok goes the other. I mean, TikTok reverse, but TikTok reverse is an official route, so I think we're patching one of the D's.
Oh, I gotta say, it looks like Mary, who's out, at least one of the riders out front, might be legit on just on the watts limit, Nate.
A tiny human limit.
Tiny human rule. Yep.
That's all good.
It looks like the first A is through 4:06. That's fast. Jeez.
Yeah, that's fast. I mean, it seemed faster, but
yeah,
that's fast.
The A's are totally broken apart.
Yeah.
That might be okay for sure here.
Yeah, so Nate, it looks like Ironsides is not showing up on Zwift Power at all, but Mary is, and does look like a mix C. So
that's fine.
yeah,
Good to know.
Might as well let you know.
Yeah, we were going 34 kilometers. We're just taking it chill, which I don't mind. It's definitely weird that, like, I suppose because you put fall into the equation, ZRL is a little bit all about pedal to the metal. Whereas if you just purely put on primes, people have slowly learned that this is the way to do it.
Okay, so I think we'll leave Ryan for now. I think he looks pretty thoroughly isolated, unfortunately, and jump back to Eric Sedgwick, who's in that lead B pack.
Just Ryan zooming it. Trying to get something. Pretty much cruise zones. Somebody attacked out of the ocean. Out of the ocean tunnel, someone attacked in the areas.
I don't know. I'm still watching Stewart, and he's got a rider 9-10 seconds behind. I don't understand why he's not sitting up to ride with him. It's the two of you will both go faster if you do that. So.
This little bump up this climb, but maybe he's got to work out now.
Looks like a lead group of 12 in the Bs now.
I think there's someone from a different cat in there now. I think C might have caught on. Maybe? Maybe not.
In that front group of bees?
I don't think so. I think Steve McBride was in there briefly, but I think he got dropped.
Yeah, it looks like he's off the back. We do need Eric Sedgwick with a little bit of a push here to stay connected.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. I don't know.
He's putting a little more juice in here. There he goes. Out of where?
Yep.
Yeah,
There it is. Yep.
I don't think they're moving that fast. He was probably taking a drink or something.
Yeah.
Joining
It's
us
just one of those courses. You have to pay attention constantly. Good job, Eric.
We had somebody who went solo off this little lump too today, and he went solo all the way till the first kilometer of the volcano.
That seems like an odd thing to try and do.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand it either.
Yeah. We had a split in the Bs in race 1 along this climb as well, and that took it all the way to the finish. There was it was started with one rider, and then another went up the road to join him or her, and then I think they ended up like 4 or 6 strong. So it definitely split the lead group from 1 into 2.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I've recently been experimenting with longer range attacks myself, but yeah, that seems like it's tough.
That's interesting. Have any of those worked, Craig?
Funny enough, yes.
Wow, tell us about that.
No, in the Mad Monday low B, and you know all about it because you came on to DS. Just opportunity presented itself through the S's, and I gave her a try, and it happened to work out that time.
It stuck. Yeah, great effort. But it was right about here, and I'm following around with Eric, and it was right about here that we were distinctly 2 groups in B, and I remember just not chasing because I wanted to save myself for Volcano. Because that's how this race works. That's how this series works. That's how points are awarded. And even though I wasn't in the front group, I was in the podium at the end. So
that's the way it works. So I mean, we are through 2 of the 3 scored segments now. So it is, running for Volcano points and finish points. So that's up to 150 points still up for grabs.
It looks like there's 1 B that's gone off the front. 2?
It looks like, is there, or are those C's that they're catching? It's
See
it's
green
always
dots on my
tough.
knee now. That's the reason.
No, it does look like Daniel Manello from OTR has gone off the front by about 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I think there's another non-Zwift B with him, so maybe that's.
No, I think there's a C with him. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or that's what Zwift Power Live is showing anyway. Yeah, there's a Greg Salsi in the C's who's sitting there with Manello from OTR.
Now there's a Jero Netkins up there with Manalo and Salsi.
Oh, yep, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he bridged.
Yeah, it must have been maybe. Yeah, Manalo went first, and then Netkins. I didn't see the move. I was watching Eric, but
I thought I was too, but. So the C's are approaching the climb start.
now I'll be super interested to see if these hunts those guys down on them.
Yeah. So it looks like Nate and Leduc are battling it out to be last across the start line here. And at the same time, a group has fired off the front. So this is going to be an interesting, very interesting little go here.
Just a quick update in on Stewart. It looks like he had. So he's got someone to work with.
No, that's good. Yeah, no, I think that he must have been listening. I think that is the right play, though, to sit there with Rucker.
Unfortunately, Ryan is still solo. And the C's are definitely right into the climb here. Nate's right on the back of the group, but he's no.
No, the group's all together. This is yeah, very much a draftable climb. So I always play this just as a let somebody else set the pace but stay with the lead group and see what I get for a time at the top. So. Eric's doing a fine job in the Bs as well as they've hit the climb.
Yeah,
I was just going to say that lead group is just across the start line.
He might have been a full second back of the group years.
Oh wow, that's well played. Because I mean, you're working hard, but there's enough time between now and the top to recover whatever little effort you had to put in to catch back up. So, no, I don't think that's a bad play at all.
And it was somewhat interesting that those Bs who are off the front, it looks like they're mixing with some Cs up the road. So we'll have to see. I mean, if they're catching slow Cs, there's probably not that much advantage to them being in that group. They're probably going to go straight through them.
Yeah, so it looks like it's a little over 10 seconds right now. Looks like 18 and 15 on Zwift. Zwift Power Live is showing about 14.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it works out. Nate looks to be attacking hard, but there's a couple guys right on his wheel, including Dennis Wade and Leduc.
I think there's a bit of margin in sort of strategizing your attack here, right? When it goes to 5%, put a little dig in. When it goes flat, chill.
Oh, definitely.
You can race this road. So that's what makes I actually like the Volcano.
The Volcano's a great race climb. It's it's not an out and out climb, but yeah, it is a great race climb to race on because it is draftable, especially there's those few spots that are right down to dead flat and things like that, and yeah, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, I really like it. It's 3 short power climbs just with 2 flat sections right in the middle and then a little kicker right at the end.
So it looks Nefkins and Manello, the lead 2 Bs, have caught up to the lead group of Cs, so we'll see whether this breaks that C group apart or not.
Yeah, Eric's done a really great climb here. He's right on the group into the flat. Nicely done.
Yep. And started at the back. He was tail gunning right across the line. So he's virtually ahead of everybody he's riding next to.
And you can see the C and B groups are going to merge here very quickly. Or maybe.
Oh, I think they're coming together. There's no doubt they're coming together as soon as the road ramps up again here. Those 2 Bs off the front, I think, are in there. So
they are, and that's the only reason I think it might not come together. Is I see Nate is trying to hang on to Nefkins from 3R, one of those 2 Bs. So we'll see how this works out. Does look like these 2 groups are going to merge, though.
I think it's a mess. I think it's all in a giant mess now.
It is. There we go. Excellent. Proper thing.
Maximum chaos.
It looks like Fellows might be dropping the group.
Yeah, he's going off the front by a couple of seconds.
Yep.
It's blast.
Nate's doing the bet. Nate's doing pretty good. So he's trying to hang on to the B group. It looks a little gap between the B's and the C's opening up now, so I don't know if he's going to be able to bridge that or not. Doesn't look like. It looks like the B's have gapped the C's, so as you might expect, they have managed to do that. Dennis Wade pulls out in front of Nate. I don't know whether they're doing this deliberately, but yeah, they're pulling hard. They've got Kane with them, Shovel, and then behind that there's a bit of a gap. So if they can keep this going, they might end up with a group of 4 or 5 with 3 herd riders in it.
Just about on to the last push here. Oh, somebody said that feather too early. You gotta wait for the rock. Like Eric's just off the back here with Nefkins. Oh.
Yeah, it's a dangerous and painful dangle right here. Just a slight push on this flat bit to reconnect. This is because this affects your volcano time and your finishing position right here. This is a pivotal point.
This wheel right now.
Yep, you got to hold this. Hook a ride back onto the group because once they get around that loop on the top, a group that size is probably down together and you're distanced.
Yeah, it's like he's actually getting there. He doesn't have to go through this. Here they go.
There we go, big push now. Those were some big watts there.
He's got this. This is it. There's the rock.
Oh,
Yep, perfect feather. Emptied the tank right here. Try to reconnect with some of these wheels up the road. This is a big difference maker right now in his race.
When he just passed Manello, who was driving the pace for a big chunk there.
It's gonna be super interesting to see where his time comes through. I'm in the A pen, so I don't get to see it.
So that looks like a 7:30 for Eric.
30. Super fast time. That's faster than I got P1 in race 1 at 7:35. So that's 5 seconds quicker than I was.
I mean, I've seen a lot faster than that in a B race, but that's a fast time.
That is a very quick time. You want to find as many friends here as you can. Get as big a group as you can.
I've seen faster times that too, but usually it's like a big center.
Yeah, I mean, I was chasing Becca in mixed B and got myself a 650, but that's kind of a special case.
I got a 652 and heard winter, so that was chasing.
Okay, so it does look like Dennis Wade is a couple seconds off the front here. I don't know if I mean, Nate has Alan with him, so they've got the two of them to work together. They're going to catch up to Kane here real quick. They've got yeah, Nate is a master on the descent here too. Yeah, that's already come together. Looks like Nate's thinking about attacking here. I guess you've built up some advantage. You might as well try and take advantage. So Nate, it looks like on the results sheet here, was second fastest to Mary, who's off the front. So he beat everybody in his group on the KOM time. So with an 8:36.
Very solid.
Oh, very much so. And right now, he's trying to stretch out this lead as much as he can. The other three are kind of right there with him, but I think there's going to be some sprint and tuck going on here. It does look like they have a significant advantage over the rest of the C's right now. Yeah, it looks like 30 plus seconds that they've got this lead group of 4. Or not quite lead, I guess. Mary is off the front, and I think we do think that Mary might be counting here, but so other than Mary, this group of 4 looks like a group of has a 30 or 40 second advantage. So they'll look to consolidate that and keep the descent going quick, and maybe see if they can shed Kane here, but it doesn't. It looks like he's able to keep up with this group, so not likely to happen. In the B's, it looks like Eric Sedgwick has got a group of 2, so he's got Nefkins and Manello, who I think are the 2 that were off the front. So so they're sitting, I think 9th, 10th, 11th right now. So yeah, that's interesting how that works out sometimes. And they look to be 15 to 20 seconds back of the lead B's.
Yeah, there's a group of 6, looks to be 6, ahead of them, and it wasn't really pulling out on the descent like I thought it would have been, thanks to Zwift. But now we're seeing a couple more seconds open up. Went from 16 to now 19:20.
That hurt.
How was the climb, Nate?
Not bad. I mean, it was mellow. I mean, this group, I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I knew listened to the commentary. I knew the bees were coming, so it was all about seeing if I could tag on, and I just missed them.
Yeah, it was close, Nate.
Yeah, I know, but I would have got dropped on the steep bit by them, and then I would have been solo, so it was okay. It worked out fine. 5 seconds or 1 second or a millisecond.
Well, I mean, there's that group of 3 that's on. No, they're behind you. Never mind.
Yeah, so there's 4 of us here, the tiny humans out front.
Yeah.
Who did actually get the fastest up the Volcano, but definitely didn't on the other ones because they're more punchy.
Yeah, so I think she might have been fastest among the fastest on the first.
Maybe
on the KOM forward, but definitely not on Titans.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we're like 45 ahead of the group behind, so they're doing no catch. I tried to at least split this group on the climb, but didn't manage to drop anyone.
No, that was. I mean, you guys definitely consolidated your position here with. I mean, it looks like you've got 45 seconds right now. So.
Yeah, we're doing good. We'll go around the Volcano again. Ooh.
This
Well,
way
you're
to
going to go in anyway, yeah. Get yourself a fun power-up and see how it works out.
if you'd have held on for even like 5 seconds, this group with Eric, you dropped it.
Yeah, that is the thing, Nate. It's possible that you could have held on to that group of 3 that's currently sitting about 30 seconds ahead of you. So that would have been your goal, is that second group of bees. But
Yeah, nah, I mean, we're gone. And I don't want to burn up on that climb.
well, all good.
Oh, good.
It looks like an OTRB has attacked solo off it. Jeez.
Yeah, it looks like Larson. It looks like he's got 15 seconds maybe. On Zwift Power Live, anyway.
No power up.
Ah. So Stuart Lynn has lost his buddy. So he's descending solo. He's got he's got our D leader, and the volcano's so hard to see what's going on. We'll just ignore that.
Well, I'll speak to you after the race.
Good luck, bud.
Because of you huffing and puffing coming in about kilometre.
All part of the experience. So yeah, Eric's about to go on the bridge, so they'll be to get wound up. It looks like Larson's going to keep his move away.
That's a strong move.
That is a strong move. That for that far out to keep that gap over that big of a group behind you, relatively speaking, that's impressive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, still remains to be seen. I mean, it looks like it's going to hold, but I've seen some pretty big gaps close just on that last downhill when you've got somebody solo. But that looks pretty solid right now.
I'm not even sprinting it.
Because you can see right now, Nefkin's there. Yeah, 2 seconds just on that little rise. There are spots here where if somebody doesn't chase, you can put some gap in real fast.
Yeah. It's funny. They went early on me today in the A race, and I closed it down at the end.
Yeah.
Just enough to like stay close, and it wasn't quite an all-out sprint until we got to like 300 meters. I think that guy was pretty much on his rivet for about 600. I think he felt pretty bad when we were by him.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than that. You go early and then someone comes around. What?
So it doesn't look like Manello and Eric are going hard. I think. Eric's going now.
Eric's going hard now.
Yeah.
Prompt to respond.
And Manello's over the top. Can Eric hold the wheel? No, he's. I think he's cooked.
You know what? He did good. That was a hard race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, great
11th
race.
place, very respectable.
Yeah, coming in 11th place. So right now we've got Nate, Dennis, and Alan here with Mr. Kane. So see if they're. I don't think that they're chatting and coordinating right now. So, which I am a proponent of. Get on the Herd Racing League channel when you're. Holy cow! There goes Alan. There goes Nate. There goes Dennis.
Oh, Alan went to
Holy
it.
cow!
That is some kind of sprint from those boys.
Oh, these guys can sprint. And I don't know what happened there. I don't know whether Dennis got him at the
Dennis
finish.
made a
or
race
not.
off.
That was real close.
Good sprint. Oh. I could see why Alan tried to go early.
Dennis got me on the line.
Well, let's just wait. Let's wait and see what Zwift Power says, because that was real close. That could go either way.
That was fun. Yeah. Fair play to Alan. That's a nice early attack.
So I think the three of you did all beat the Kane guy you were riding with there.
No, Kane got Alan on the line.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. It was fun. That was good.
Oh, that was a great finish. You guys, man, you guys can sprint. That's quite the group.
I know I just put everything in that, so that was good.
Yeah, that was a terrific sprint. I could see why Alan decided to try and get a gap.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see my sprint numbers on that because that felt good.
Inside the volcanoes. Waters too.
So Stewart looks pretty locked into 8th place here. I think he's got 30 seconds on the next day behind him. I think. The display gaps are always a fun adventure around the volcano, as everybody on the different routes that overlap each other all kind of show up.
Just
Yeah, it looks like Atchinger and Bray, the D and B just finished.
Sorry, I forgot I'm still on Discord here.
It's all good, man. Thanks for hopping in.
That was good. It was a good race.
I definitely looked it.
Wow. 9:81, 5 seconds sprint.
Whew. Massive.
Wow. Almost 1,000. Haven't quite hit 1,000 yet.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'll take that.
Nate, did you do the race last week, the Three Sisters?
No, I was resting for the ZRL, or the WTRL playoffs, because we were racing Saturday night for America East, so it was kind of a strange time. I would have done it. If I'd raced Saturday morning, I would have gone Sunday morning, but no, my legs were destroyed. And I was that was a good little course, that Sprinters Playground, but apart from one sprint, I was consistently sprinting for a limited 13th position, which is quite frustrating.
Yeah.
It is frustrating. It's something that we talk about on this week's episode of the Pinktron, funny enough. So
I was sitting in like 7th or 8th most of the sprints, and then got pits at the line most times.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, oh well, that was fun. But we pulled it out and won the America East, so another one for the mentality boys.
Yeah, excellent.
congrats.
So Stuart Lynn coming in towards the line here. And looks like he is going to roll sedately across the line in 8th place for the A's. So good on Stewart. Thanks, Nate. And yeah, we've thanks to all the riders we followed, and good race to everybody. And thanks, Brent and Chris, for joining me tonight.
That's a
Cheers,
funny
Greg.
thing. Just happy to be here.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Night, take care.
And thanks very much for Nate for the man on the course coverage.
Love the folks.
Clutch.
Clutch. And we're